It seems Tom Ford is cranking them out. I just did a review for Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather Intense a few days ago, and now we have the latest release from their regular lineup of fragrances called Metallique, this one right here, and I'm going to review this for you and let you know all about this new release in the regular signature collection fragrances from Tom Ford, but it is creeping up there in price. And is it worth it? Stay tuned to find out. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So when this was first announced, Metallique, I was really intrigued by it because it features a dominant or prominent note of aldehydes. It's aldehydic. And aldehydes are notes that I'm really intrigued with recently. They're very clean and fresh and sparkly, effervescent. So I was very excited about it. Then I found out it was targeted to women, and still it didn't bother me to test it out to see how it was. So this is a 2019 launch. It's considered an aldehydic floral fragrance. EDP concentration, 100 ml bottle like this is $195. Pricier than when Ombre Leather came out a few years ago. I think that came out last year maybe. Anyway, this is $195, really closing in on $200 for the bottle. And there was no perfumer mentioned anywhere, but I did see Antoine Maisondeau and his Instagram profile where he was sharing photos of this. So I'm assuming he's either the main perfumer or the main perfumer or the only perfumer for Metallique. It is similar in bottle and look as far as the Ombre Leather goes. They look very similar, but of course the color is different. And this one actually really picks up smudges. And recently I was at a funeral and I was a pallbearer and I had the white gloves, so I should have probably kept one of those and used it to do this review because I'm getting smudges everywhere. But I do like this bottle. It's very spacey metal, of course. Metallic kind of fits the name, but does it fit the, fits the name for the bottle, but does it fit the name of the fragrance? Let me tell you the notes. So for notes, we've got Aldehydes, Bergamot, Pink Pepper at the top. In the heart notes, you've got Hawthorn, Lily of the Valley, Heliotrope. And in the base notes, you got Ambrette, Peru, Balsam, Vanilla, and Sandalwood. So there are aldehydes, of course, which is how the fragrance starts. It starts off with a big blast of sparkly, effervescent aldehydes, and along with bergamot and a little bit of spice from that pink pepper, it's a nice start to the fragrance. But it is all about aldehydes, and this is one of the main players of this fragrance. It's aldehydic for sure. It is effervescent, it's bright, it's clean, it's sunshiny, it just brings back images of cleanliness. And I think this is where they're getting the metallic or metallique idea from for this fragrance, because of the clean, shiny, clean lines and things like that. So I can see that, but I'm thinking metallique is like metallic. I don't get metallic from this fragrance at all. In fact, there's nothing in here that kind of comes off metallic to me, except for the fact that they might be kind of connecting aldehydes with metal. But that's just me, that's just my thinking. But the fragrance doesn't scream metal at all as far as wearing it. It doesn't come off. It's very warm fragrance to me. In the heart, you have some floral touches, and the heliotrope in here in the heart is a pretty standout note for me. It's not as big as the aldehydes, the ambrette, and the vanilla. In fact, this is mostly about vanilla and ambrette, followed by the aldehydes. I find that the aldehydes and the ambrette are kind of equal. They work really well together because ambrette goes musky, and that's exactly what happens in the base. The ambrette is pumped up with the vanilla, and those two notes pretty much dominate this fragrance along with the aldehydes. So it's a great combo of vanillic ambrette, which is all musky, slightly medicinal, because I get medicinal kind of a smell with the ambrette note. And so the combo of the medicinal musky ambrette note with the kind of a gooey vanilla that's not necessarily ultra gooey because it has some powdery elements, and along with that effervescent, sparkly, clean aldehydes, you have for one musky fragrance experience. It's a very clean, musky fragrance experience, and I love ambrette in fragrances. Just absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite notes. It's found in Chanel No. 18. It's found in Fleur de Peau from Diptyque. It is, and some other fragrances too. I'm drawing a blank with which fragrances right now. It's Ambrette from Le Labo. It's the main player in that fragrance as well. So those three fragrances kind of have very similar smells to them. This one does not smell like them, but you can smell the Ambrette, and that's where I get that medicinal touch as well. Now, what I also get from this is oranges. Like when you spray the fragrance, it's very orangey. So I'm assuming they're creating their aldehydes from the oranges. I don't know. I've researched aldehydes quite. Not a lot, but I look up how they create aldehydes. It's a naturally found component taken from natural ingredients. I think that's how it is. And they do get it from different ingredients, citruses and things like that. And this has a very orangey vibe when you first spray it at the top. Almost like to the border of orange creamsicle, because that vanilla is in here, so it kind of goes in that direction, but not all the way. There's a almondy touch as well here. It's very, very almondy, and when it's during the heart, you pick up the almonds a lot, and I think that's coming from the heliotrope. And then the heliotrope also gives it a very powdery experience. So, in general, I really like this. There's a beachy quality, there's a coconutty quality. It doesn't go all the way to beachy, it doesn't go aquatic at all. It kind of hints at fragrances like Beach Walk, minus the aquatic touches. It's close to the skin. It's not necessarily a loud fragrance. It doesn't jump out at you. You have to kind of like get close to it to smell it. It's not like a projection monster. It's not one that's going to be doing a massive sillage. But here's the kicker. It's so long lasting. I wore it several times, and the fragrance lingers on forever. That's what's good about it. But to me, this is mostly a skin scent. So it's for those people that like fragrances to last all day, most of all day, but don't have fragrances that, you know, scream loud, that are out there and people can smell them coming, if that makes sense. Because even though it lasted a long time, it was on me several times. I wore it even to bed because I like it. It's cozy, it's vanillic, and I wake up the next day, I'm smelling it like 8 hours later, 7-8 hours later. It's there. It's on me still, and it's not that it's a very close to me. I can smell it very prominently. It smells very vanillic, ambrette, with that effervescent aldehydic touch to it. So it wins in that side because it's such a long-lasting fragrance, but it is a skin scent. So those of you that are not into skin scents are probably not going to like this. If you like vanilla and you like a close, cozy, this is one you might like, because I do get the orangey kind of creamsicle-y thing happening at the top and the almondy thing as well. But there is that slight bit medicinal touch from the ambrette that you have to like as well. So I think the whole overall combination, I think maybe perhaps screams metallic, but it doesn't come off metallic to me. I don't think it's metallic. It's not sharp. It's very comforting. It's a very cozy scent, just a skin scent, and you have to like skin scents to enjoy something like this. So if you like fragrances that are skin scents, vanillic, aldehydic, check out this fragrance, Metallique 2019 launch. It is $195 for a 100 ml bottle. There is a 50 ml bottle as well. And I do like this bottle. I like the look of it. It does match ombre leather. I just don't like the fact that it's, you know, you get smudges everywhere, and then you kind of like have to like clean it up to photograph it. When you're doing Instagram photos of bottles, this is not one of the best bottles to photograph, because not only does it pick up reflections, it's just very smudgy. Anyway, those are my thoughts about Metallique 2019 launch from Tom Ford. Have you tried this yet? Do you like it? Or are you curious to try? Do you like aldehydes in fragrances? What about ambrette seeds? Are you familiar with those? Please let me know. Put a comment down. Let's get a conversation started. Oh, one more thing. Let me know about the price. Do you think it's getting creeping up there with the price? $200 almost for a 100 ml bottle? Let me know that as well. Other than that, guys, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.